everyone, it's Nicole from Wicky. I am the founder of the company and I'm doing the Punter preview this weekend, covering both the NRL round 14, the teams are out, odds comparison tools out. Obviously recording the Punters preview podcast, but we're also going to cover State of Origin. I've told you guys that we've put out a odds comparison tool for State of Origin, so we'll have a quick look at that. But I've also done a Punters preview, which you can see here, the article for State of Origin. So as soon as we put stuff out, the prices don't last for too long, but I'm going to show you what we've got out there, what we've had out there for the last few days now. And or if one of those picks gets up tomorrow night, it is going to be a long, long night full of celebration, as I'm sure you guys will have if you're out watching the game. If you're in Adelaide, well done to you. If you've got tickets to the Adelaide game and you flew out there, well done. But I'll be watching it at a pub somewhere in Sydney. So look, let's get straight into it. Sorry if I'm sorry if I'm coughing along. It's my bloody birthday today, and I'm sick as hell. So I'm trying to get through this, be as energetic as possible, and pass the hell out straight afterwards. But look, enough about me. I'm going to get straight into it. Look, what you're looking at here. If you just Google Wiki Linktree, you'll see it right here. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, YouTube, everything's on there. It is all for free. We'd really appreciate it, obviously, if you could follow along and share it with your mates. Wiki, the website is right here. You can find everything on there. Our Discord, as I've been saying to you guys, we've gone from like 300 people to almost 2,500 now, which has been amazing just in the last couple of months since the NRL season started. And also, you'll see our State of Origin stuff right here. You got the Punters preview article, which I've done, and our podcast that I'm recording right now. It's Tuesday evening at about 7:30, 8 o'clock. This will be out Sydney time around 8:39. So as soon as that's on there, we'll chuck that on here as well. And I'll have the NRL stuff here for round 14 up here as well. So everything all in the one place, all free. So please check this out. Couple of quick notes. I updated the bets tracker. Sorry, guys, I did mention I was away from home for a few weeks there, so I was a bit lazy to update the bets tracker. You know, I'm not trying to hide the results because from Magic Round to round 12, we had 3 of the best weekends we've had all season, and it showed. I think the numbers were basically, you can check this out yourself, by the way. It's free to check out. I've done a little report on our free Discord channel as well on how we've been going, but depending on how you had staked the bets, if you just put $5 on everything that we've tipped all year, I think the number was about 24% profit. And then I've got another way of doing it, which is if you put a little bit more on anytime try scorers than the big odds first try scorers, you'd be up around 8%. And I also put out my own numbers. I'm up roughly about 12% for the year so far. So I think it's fair to say that if you've been following along with our stuff for the last few weeks now, you'd be sitting at sort of somewhere around that 10% profit mark, as long as you're not getting too deep into the same game multi-hole. But look, I'll move on from here, guys. As always, check out our stuff, share it with your mates. I'd really appreciate it. And let's get straight to it. So this is Origin odds comparison tool. I think this has been updated earlier today. Simple way to look at this is basically look at model value. You can see here that no one really stands out like this late, like the day before Origin, is not the time to find value. If you've been on our Discord, you'll see that I've been putting up value plays for Origin for about a week and a half or maybe even more. The teams came out last Monday. That was like the last time that a lot of the really good value was around. A lot of this try score stuff, if you want to punt seriously, or you at least want to try to win some money rather than lose money, always gamble responsibly, and obviously we encourage that. But if you want to be smarter with your money, you need to get on earlier. Game day and same game multis. So punting on game day and putting same game multis on, worst way to do it. Guaranteed way, like 9 out of 10 people will be losing money. Anyways, what we tried to do here is basically figure out like these, if you see green here, that's good. That's good value. So you can see here there's no really good value for any time try scorers left in Origin at the moment. But what I do like is your first try scorer. I cannot believe Tom Gilbert is still $41 or more to score the first try. So to give you guys some context, he was $15 to score a try anytime, like maybe a day or two before the news broke that he was officially starting. Felice Kafusi was suspended. There was talk that Kurt Capewell might have an injury. And I was like, this is it. Gilbert, let's get on. I put it on our Discord. And I think it was $81 maybe first try scorer, but it was definitely $67. 9 a.m. on the Monday, Queensland announced their team, and he's still that price. He was still $67 to score the first try, $15 to score any time. So a lot of the guys that talk about multis and stuff on our Discord, like I'm not trying to. Obviously, everyone should be having fun punting as well, but I guess take it a little bit seriously. And then if I told you an hour before the game, you're going to see a left like a edge back rower for Queensland paying $67. Would you take it? Hell yeah, you take it because you know he should be priced at like 30, 40, maybe 45 at the very most. If I give you $67, everyone will take it. If I told you that he wouldn't be paying, what is he paying now for any time try scorer? Um, where is it? Gilbert. Oh, so he's still paying $10, which is ridiculous. But if I told you that Tommy Gilbert would be paying $15 to score a try anytime, hell yeah, you would take it. But what the bookies do is obviously closer to the game starting, that's when they sharpen their markets a little bit. And that's when you end up betting on your backs at $2.20 when they should be $2.80 whatever every time. Anyways, I don't want to go on a rant here, but if you do want to play with our odds comparison tool for Origin, it is there on our, or just Google Wiki Linktree. It's there for free. You can play around with the odds, get the best price across 7 or 8 different bookies any given time for any time, first try scorer, last try scorer, first try scorer, second half. I've literally talked about this for 10 minutes and written an article on how to use this. But if you're still not sure, come along to the free Discord in the value punting section. Ask us any questions that you have. So check that out for free, whatever you guys want. My punters preview, I wrote this up a day or two ago. A lot of that value, by the way, doesn't make it to this article. It's always on our Discord in the wiki value picks or whatever I've called it. It's all for free, but you can check that out. All the early value will be in there, right? By the time I write this article, obviously there's like 2,400 people on our Discord now. A lot of that value is gone, but there's still some good picks, which shows you how ridiculous it is that a week after I've tipped a lot of this stuff, the bookies still haven't adjusted it. Like oh man, it's crazy. Anyways, DCE, love him over here anytime and first try score. I think those odds are roughly still around. Gilbert is not around for 51s anymore, but you saw that he's still around for about $10 anytime try scorer. A couple of good Luai prices, including that $34. I think they might still be around. Big Tino, he is my main play for Origin. He scores a try in roughly 1 every 5 NRL games he plays. Yes, he's going to play less minutes. Yes, it's Origin. There's going to be less tries. But for him to still be paying $15 to score a try anytime, for him to still be paying $67 for FTS second half when he's named on the bench at the moment is just awesome. And Cleary scores the last try every 10 NRL games he plays. So I love the 26s, even if that's like 23s, I still take that as a really good like data backed play. Nathan Cleary to score the last try. I write all about it here. I'm going to add these in. So Draft Stars have partnered with us for 2 years. If you don't know who they are, they're basically paid fantasy sport. So you can make a team literally just for the one game, for game 1 of Origin. The price pool is $40,000. Funnily enough, I actually won one of these. I'm going to say like 4 years ago. I think it was before COVID, and I think it was on their competitor who no longer is around. But I think I won like $2,000 or $3,000 when I came first, I think. But look, I don't play that much anymore. But it is extremely fun. Obviously, it is gambling, so do gamble responsibly. But it is really fun for like these really big games like Origins and Finals and stuff to make a couple of draft stars team because you know that if your team comes first, you win. I think it's around 2 or 3 grand for first prize. It's good fun. If you want to support us, obviously do that through the link here. And I'll do a breakdown on explaining the game a little bit more and some of my favorite picks for tomorrow's game. So I'll add that into our punters preview tomorrow. So this is really cool. Player of the match. Usually these markets are really hard to nail because they always go to one of the spine players. As you know with me, I always want to go for value. So I've gone Isaiah Yeo and Cam Murray for the Blues. Yeo the starting lock. Murray should get some big minutes in the middle off the bench and might even get a little bit of time on the edge as well. Why I like these prices is because they're about $5 higher on Sportsbet than other bookies. And what makes it better, one of the guys on our Discord just pointed out, if you have Betfair, if you don't, definitely get it because with Betfair, they don't always have really good liquidity. Means like you're always punting against someone else on Betfair, not against a bookie. So they don't always have great options there. But when they do, they're really bloody good. So I actually got Cam Murray at about $42, which is, like considerably better, about 20% better than what we're seeing over here on Sportsbet. So Anyways, check that out. I really like these two of these prices. And again, I told you guys about getting on early. I tipped David Fafita $56 to get the player of the match as soon as the Origin teams were announced. And now he's like 25 to 30, I think, on most bookies. I tipped Big Tino, at about 70, I think, or 67. I think it says it right here somewhere, for player of the match as well, which I'm pretty pumped about. The other one that I'm really excited about, Daily Cherry Evans. I tipped him at $101 to score 2+ tries. Obviously, it's Origin, very unlikely that he scores 2+ tries. But that same bet is now $51 or less on almost every other bookie. So that's what we do at Wicky. We're trying to find really good value picks, find them early, and get them out to the masses. You do have to act quick. Like, we're consistently finding stuff that's priced 1.5 or 2 times what it should be. And if that's the case, too many people getting on, obviously the bookies are going to crunch the prices. But for now, as I said, guys, everything is free. Check it out. Google Wiki Linktree. Let's move on, because if I don't stop, I will just keep going on and on. So awesome. Let's get in. Just sorry, before I get into this round stuff, I want to show you a little bit about how Discord works. So just very quickly, as I said, it's all for free. This channel over here, the announcement channel, only I can post in here. So this was this Saturday night? Yeah, or so this was Friday night. I remember I was sitting down and I was like, holy shit, like 24 hours before the game, saw Jed Cartwright was starting center because Campbell Graham was out. And what's really annoying, he was actually way better odds than this on another site. And I've bet a typo. It was bet R, not bet right. I think my phone did like an autocorrect or whatever. Anyways, what it was, Rabbitoh's starting center was $29 to score the first try, $15 just to score the first try for his team in like pretty much 50-50 game, and $5.75 to score a try anytime. All of these were like roughly 1.5 times what they should have been, maybe even a little bit more, to be honest. And you can see here my post 2.5 hours later saying, holy shit, that price. Yeah, okay, fine. I corrected here. Price was still around on better. And then I think I went nuts when it finally happened. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, you see a lot more really good value plays as we go. All right, fine. I was having a few beers and I didn't actually post, but there you go. Campbell Graham, sorry, not Campbell. Jed Cartwright did score the first try. So $29 first try scorer, 15 FTS team, and 575 ATS all got up because we tipped it based on team news, got in time and told everyone about it. Really good win. Just really quickly, I never actually put on multis or sort of tip multis, but our data guys were having a look at NRL data, and one of the things that we realized was that the Knights have the highest percentage of tries by wingers in all of the NRL. And I knew that earlier in the season, Dom Young and Marju, well, Young got 4, Marju got 1. They got 5 tries in that game, and that was with, I think, Jake or Tom or maybe both Trebojeviches, and also DC. And obviously this time they didn't have any of those guys. So I was really pumped about this play, and I thought, all right, same game multi. First time this season, same game multi. Both the Knights wingers in a far stronger team with KP, like Ponga playing. Most of the Knights players obviously did make Origin, Ponga and Gagai. Posted some stats about it. Bang. I really liked this play. And annoyingly, Marju had a hat trick and Dom Young hadn't scored a try with like less than 5 minutes to go in the game in their own 10-15 minute area. Dom Young gets the ball, breaks through a couple of tackles, and freaking runs around the whole team and scores. It was absolutely amazing. I can understand now why you guys like your same game multis, but be smart with it. Don't add 17 bloody legs in there, please. Be careful. All right. Anyways, let's get into it. I'm going to rush through the round 14 plays a little bit. It's really early. It's before Origin, but I think the point of doing this is I'm going to rush through it because I'm going to write about it tomorrow morning in the punters preview. So this is really just to start identifying like how I find these plays, how you can find these plays yourself for free, and I'll basically handpick them for you guys. And obviously, if you're on our Discord in that Wiki announcement channel, I've already listed quite a few on there for you guys. So let's get straight into it. Let's go game by game. Tigers, Raiders. Fogarty at 46s FTS. Really like that. A model thinks it should be about 33. I think most bookies have him sort of around like that 35 to 40 region. 46 is a bit of a standout. I like that. Wolford at 67s FTS on Neds. Really like that as well. Standout price. and he's a nuggety little player. Tapina at 61s is decent as well. Every other bookie has him way shorter. PointsBet has him at 61 to score the first try. And I'm happy to stick to just that for now. Anytime try scorer for the Raiders Tigers game. It's Tigers get home game, sorry, on Friday night. Burgundy at 775, sports bet, anytime try scorer, 750 better. Decent price there. Our model does love it. I like it. I don't think it's amazing, but I'm happy to go with that. Ooh, Stefano at $10 anytime try scorer. So it's funny, like if you look here, this ATS historical number, it means throughout their career, if you looked at how often they scored a try, like how many games they've played, how many of those they've scored a try, and to make it really easy for you guys, we then bring that back into betting odds. So Josh Papali is the best middle forward NRL try scorer, I think ever. Ryan James might have been better, but I think ever. And so his odds sit below 5, which is just crazy. That means he scores a try more than one in every 5 games he plays. But Utsukamanu is not far behind. He scored 2 tries in, what is it, like 11 or 12 games this season, so exactly on this average. And he's paying $10 to score a try in time for a Raiders pack with no Whitehead, maybe no Hutto Young, and no CHN. I really like that $10 over there as well. Anyways, I'm going to move on from here. Warriors, Dolphins, anytime try scorer, no standouts here. Murata Niokore, $6 on Neds to score try any time. He's playing on Sean Johnson's right edge. I really like that price. It's way better than every other bookie. And Niokore, 41's first try scorer, 3 green lights. He's great, like basically model value, historical value, market value. It's this number, best odds compared to what our model thinks the odds should be, what his career strike rate would say his odds should be, and what the second best bookie is paying. So you can see 41 is way better than 31, which is why market value is good. 41 here is way better than the 2650, which would be his career strike rate at scoring the first try, put into betting odds. And then 41 obviously is way better than 29.58 that our model thinks he should be priced at. So bang, 3 green lights, Murad Niokore. And it's not just a number, it's a matchup. He's on Sean Johnson's right edge. Absolutely love that play. We'll move on here. Jesse Bromwich at 81 seems decent here as first try scorer. I got to say, Jeremy Marshall King, he's been a gun at putting his middle forwards over. He put a beautiful play on for Mark Nichols close to the line last weekend. But aside from that, I'm happy to stay away. How funny is it that Fanua Blake has got a ton of tries and he's now at like 21 and 26, 19 first try scorer on tab. That's awesome. But yeah, just to clarify, Niokore, really good price, 41 and 6 first try scorer on any time on Neds or Ladbrokes. Cool. Next game, Titans Rabbitohs, first try scorer. Nope, don't love anyone here. Stimson at 51s on what is it? What's happening here? Oh, interesting. Okay, cool. Stimson is 51 for whatever reason. Our this page isn't showing it, but I'll find that and I'll put it in our Discord a bit later on. Top sport. Why the hell is it not showing top sport? That's interesting. Anyways, Stimson's a good price, 51. I think that's on top sport. Market value, like Cheekham would be good, but there's no way he plays edge because Post and Kolomatongi are there, and Arrow might be playing as well. But yeah, standout price. I just don't know if I'm going to love Cheekham and Arrow at 67, 81s. If Arrow is playing, I don't mind the 81s, even if he is a middle forward. And Ilias, he's $41 to call the first time bet, which I absolutely love. Anytime try scorer, Lockie Ilias, $6.25 on bet. Really like that as well against Titans team, which I think is going to struggle with no foreign, and they might have Tino potentially being rested afterwards, and maybe even David Fafita, obviously with Queensland. Tino 775 ATS, don't love that, and nope, happy to move on here. Anytime try scorer, Sharks Broncos, nope, no one here. Don't love that, and happy to stay away here. First try scorer, Sharks Broncos. Peaks FTS second half, Peaks 67s. I've already put this on our Discord. Love that price. Braden ULA. If we can get 61s, the annoying thing with ULA is you don't know if he's going to start or if he's going to play off the bench. If I knew he was going to be on the bench, 61 FTA second half points bet would be an excellent play. So I'll see if I put that out there. Model value 81s, Finnecane, Neds, Ladbrokes. Don't love Finnecane these days for price scorer plays. So I'll have to see closer to the game if we find a better price somewhere. Happy to move on. Roosters, Dogs. There's only 7 games this round because 3 teams have the bye. So first try scorer model value: Roosters, Dogs. King 126 on sports bet. Sutton 101, Lindsay Collins 81. I think these are all decent without being standouts, to be really honest. I know that sounds crazy because usually Max King 126s, I'd lap that up against a struggling Rooster side as well. And you know what? They might have a couple of guys backing up. I might actually change my mind and put that in the value plays actually. Market, so that's 126 spots at Max King, first try scorer. What else do we have here? Nope, happy to stay away there. Cool. Anytime try scorer, model value, Roosters, Dogs. Nah, couple of rookies. Our model does not price rookies well, by the way. So usually model like this model number, what we think our odds should be. Usually it looks at the line and the total for the game. So if you've got one big outsider like the Dogs are, it understands that. But with rookies, it doesn't. So you'll see that's why Oluwapu and Hughes might be priced as good value. No, don't love anything in the Roosters Dogs game, to be honest. Cowboys Storm Munster, Money Munster, 370 on bet 365 when he is $3 or less. Sorry, he's 295 or less from our model and every other bookie. Bang, 370 Munster ATS at 365. Love that. Another one that I think I'm gonna end up committing to is Carl Felt at 255, also on 365. Great value according to his career strike rate and also our model. We've got it at sort of between 203 and 216. Most bookies have him around there, but Neds and 365 have him around 250, 255. So I do like that play, to be honest.